But what is a summary judgment motion? If you're involved in litigation, as you're going through the processes of the lawsuit, you're going to run into different deadlines. And usually after discovery is done, which is the period where you exchange all the documents, maybe you have depositions, there's answers to interrogatories. After all of that is done, the court will usually set a schedule for what we call a summary judgment motion. The summary judgment motion is made to essentially end the case without the need for a trial. So we file a summary judgment motion that tells the court, here's why I should win the case. And you can be the plaintiff or you can be the defendant. So you can ask to win the case, you can ask to dismiss the plaintiff's case. But what you're asking the court to do is essentially have a mini trial based just on the papers so far, the evidence in the case, without the need to have a full trial in a court with witnesses, sometimes with a jury. So the summary judgment's job is to end the case if possible. Now the key to this is to figure out whether there are issues of fact. So if there are disputes between the parties over a fact, for example, whether or not an item was delivered is up for debate, we don't agree, one party says it was delivered, one says it was not delivered, chances are if that's the key fact in the case, you are not going to be able to do a summary judgment motion. The court is going to want to have a full trial to determine that fact. However, if all of the facts are clear and there's no dispute as to what the facts are, then you can have a summary judgment motion. The judge can look at all of the facts laid out in the paper and say, based on these facts and based on the law, I'm going to find in favor of the plaintiff or I'm going to find in favor of the defendant. So in most lawsuits, keep an eye out for that summary judgment motion.